Hi, my name is Zico at Alpha Temp Technology, and in this video I'll be taking you through a range of high and low temperature mineral insulated K-type thermocouples. So the probe sheath is made out of stainless steel and it comes in two different diameters, 3mm and 6mm. And they come in three different lengths, 250mm, 500mm and 1 meter. So in terms of construction, the mineral insulated thermocouple consists of an outer metal sheath housing the thermocouple conductors, which are embedded in a highly compacted magnesium oxide powder. This construction allows the sheath to be bent or formed to shape as required by the user, but remain rigid during use. The whole assembly is hermetically sealed, giving the conductors full protection from the operating environment. The measuring junction is insulated from the sheath to prevent earth loops. So to give you an idea of how we can actually bend and form these actual temperature sensors, I'm going to be using these probe sheaths to demonstrate it. And as you can see, I've played around with this a lot with a 3mm one. So if I take this one, what I can do is actually I can bend it at right angles. So if I hold that and bend it like this, you can see it's quite easily done. So you can also coil it up so it can actually fit in, say, an enclosure or something. So if I was to get that and I was actually to kind of make it into a coil, like that, you can see you can easily do this and it'll still read fine. So to demonstrate with a 6mm metal sheath, because it's obviously a larger diameter, it'll be a bit harder to kind of form with your hand. So you can actually use something like a vice grip. As you can see, I've been playing around with it in a few takes. So say for example, you get your vice grip, you hold it in like that, and then you can then just bend it by hand like this, like that. So say you've got it in your oven, the back of your oven or your furnace, it goes in like that, and then you bend it on the outside. And if you wanted to actually shape it to go round the oven, and as you can see, there's still quite a lot of length there. You can also keep on bending it at different angles. So you can also use pipe bending tools, but I'll just use a vice grip now. So say for example, you want to go across the oven and then at another angle, you can get your vice grip there. And let's just show that. And then we can bend it again. Like that. As you can see over here, we've got a couple of bends. We've got over there, but we also can create even more bends if you wanted to. So yeah, in a nutshell, this is what you can actually do with these probes really. You can either coil them up and bend them at right angles or do multiple bends. So with a 3mm one, you can do it by hand, and the 6mm one, you could do it by hand if you're working out quite a lot in the gym, or use something like a vice grip, or even if you're a professional, you can use something like a pipe bending tool. So as you can see, it's quite flexible as to how you can shape and form these actual probes. They come with 2 meters silicon insulated connecting cables. Now, silicone cable is ideal for this type of probe as it is flexible without being springy and has a high temperature rating. Silicone cable has a low initial memory and therefore can be formed to shape and will stay in this position without pulling back to its original shape, unlike PTFE, PFA, FEP and to a lesser extent PVC. So to give an example, I can actually get the cable and I can bend it, and as you can see, it remains in position. The cable is terminated onto the probe and covered by a stainless steel pot seal with a spring strain relief at the cable entry. The other end is terminated in a molded Type K mini thermocouple plug, giving it a perfect seal. Now, in terms of specification, it's a Type K thermocouple with a temperature range of -200 to 1100 degrees Celsius, and it follows a tolerance class 1 IEC 60584 from the temperature range of -40 to 1000 degrees Celsius. The sheath material is a mineral insulated stainless steel, and the diameters are in 3mm and 6mm, sheath lengths of 250mm, 500mm and 1 meter. The hot junction is insulated and the cable insulation is silicone. The cable and pot seal have a temperature rating of -60 to 200 degrees Celsius. And it's terminated in a Type K mini thermocouple plug. It is both Roche and REACH compliant. Now it's worth noting at this point that you should really be using one temperature sensor per application really. So say for example you had a freezer and you had a furnace, you wouldn't use the temperature sensor that's in the furnace one day and then use it in a freezer, as this will degrade the life of the probe. So typical applications include automotive, aerospace, medical, fire services, power stations and furnaces. So thank you for watching this video, and for more information please visit our website.